And able to get this out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 53 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. Lamar on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. A short kick taken at the 18. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be. Play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Fourth down, Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On play action, here's Tua. Got him, man. That's Trent Sherfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Kill. Here we go, 47. Here we go, kill.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Under. Here we go, 46.
Prescott on 1st down. That is caught by Lamb. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one good for 13 at a Dolphin 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
He's going to take another shot here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Fields this way up at the 17. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. But CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
No gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Powers through him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, 47. Go to 54. Go to 54. 180. Go to 53.
Prescott to throw it. Pollard here once again. Back-to-back catches. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now here's Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but it's caught inside the 25. And he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Flush to his right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Inside give to Elliott. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Marr now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. This is caught at the 20. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Ready.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Tua to throw again. Making the catch, the running back Raheem Mostert. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. Here's Mostert. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go now.
One more time with Mostert. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Very short kick taken right at the 20. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing here, Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott eluding the pressure right. Shakes off the sack. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 54 right here.
Now Prescott. And this is caught inside the 5. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Well, Prescott here to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former Cowboy, Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the game will continue for at least 1 more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get 1 more untimed attempt.
1 final try for Tagovailoa. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game.